So for the start of a new era, Zinedine Zidane Part 2 begins, who led Real Madrid to 3 successive Champions League trophies. Was placed on the electronic videos here. The roar from the bell. Very good afternoon, sir.
You know very well that at the beginning of the season, my appreciation for forward gossip before the lineups are officially announced, and it's a challenging situation. Play brilliantly, keep a clean sheet, not allow any rust to stain the...
Really monumental, and as you say, the mood here in recent games we've been at for Real Madrid has been we're also once again smiling as they're part of the plans again under the new managers.
The players greeting the match officials. Glorious sunshine in Madrid. Odriozola, Varane, Ramos and Marcelo in midfield. Modric, Kroos and Isco up front. Gareth, Nacho, Mariano, Valverde, Brahim Diaz, Reguilon and Dani Blanco greet each other ahead of the coin toss. Also interesting, Graham, after having been left to bring you the Celta lineup. Ruben in goal. Kevin Vasquez comes in to replace Hugo Mayo. Engine room, Pionicisto, Siofani, Bufal playing wide of price. Isco back in the starting lineup. The bench, Sergio Alvarez, Fran Beltran, Wesley Hurt. Huge lack of faith of his previous two.
The match scored against Ajax. I think his place is merited today, and I'm going to keep an open mind on Marcelo.
Starting on the right of attack for Real Madrid. Also good to see Marco Asensio in the side. A glorious afternoon. Perfect conditions for playing football. Fran Escribades has really affected this Celta in a negative way. This one kept in play by Junca, who goes to...
The reaction on his face is one of pain, and you can see it from...
Like that, you always think of the worst.
Well, we're indebted to our director. We do.
In comes the corner.
And particularly the title season, Kroos seemed to have some sort of honing device and
ball collected by Marcelo. Marcelo goes round his man, puts a really looking proactive. Here's Modric, swings the cross in, overhits it, but it will be
his weight and his work rate. That, particularly since January, when his appearances has not been the reason from his absence from team lineups. There's been nothing wrong.
Isco goes down, loses control.
This is a guy who must have felt the temptation to hit that ball. He's been
over the bar.
Really nice by Marcelo.
Ball for Maxi Gomez. Gomez gets into the area. He's got Ramos in front of him, tries to curl it. Benzema making a good run there. And Kroos's cross. Asensio gets the cross in and headed away.
About to place Kevin at left back, and initially when Wesley Hurt came on, it was David Costas.
Another former Southampton man was there waiting to
turn offside position. It will be Madrid to put the ball back in play.
Let me gently propose that
themselves in. There's no lack of idea, is there? They know what they're doing. The kick to Celta. Floated into the edge of the box. Varane heads away. Whipped back in.
That's fabulous. I'm not certain that he thinks that this header is going to come in.
Maxi Costa Rican. Bufal puts the corner in. His reaction was absolutely brilliant, and as you say, right-footed. He sticks in his feet. There's the punch, but that save was to Navas' start. Modric sees Odriozola's run. He volleys the cross in first time. And it's clear he can't control it, throw into Celta.
I haven't really enjoyed Bale's criticism and build that into their defence of their client.
Toni Kroos brings him down.
Needless, nonsensical. He's not even...
Bryce swings it in. And
getting his message across, and he wants to show to his players that he's there.
Bale with a lovely cross in. There. That caused problems for Wesley Hurt. Progress. Let's go back to Kroos. Thinks about a shot, Toni Kroos.
Might as well been standing in a formation to point an arrow towards the goal. Ruben won.
It's fair to say Ruben Blanco's had something to think about here in the Bernabeu.
They give him a giant.
Right, Kroos looking with the left foot. Benzema with an attempt over his back. Bale Bale shot off the crossbar.
Kids around the world, make sure that you know how to be two-footed. Benzema's attempt at this
For the challenge on Kevin, Gareth Bale hitting the woodwork.
I think Bale's hitch kick is really close. Get to it here. It was his really.
Celta nil. Pione Sisto looking for Maxi.
Lovely.
Nods it back to Buffal. The shot blocked by Rafa.
To do whether you're Ramos or you're Maxi. That was very nice. It wasn't simply unset.
Isco to Marcelo. Good run from Marcelo. Good shot as well. Marcelo as Madrid start to from him.
Really good.
But that shot for Wesley Hurt and his physical problems.
The dugout, but he's not signalling for a change now.
The corner's come in and by Toni Kroos. Ramos makes a run from just. Looks comfortable down the left, doesn't he? Isco returns it to Bale. Driven in low to good to watch it go out. Benzema with a grimace. He knows that was. Buffal to Bryce. Good first touch from Bryce. Lovely ball into Buffal. Navas collecting a return ball there from Benzema. It's a lovely ball through to. He was waiting for the ball to come in.
In disbelief that he hasn't helped out his referees. Pushed as he was making the run into the box by Kevin, who saw that he got in front of him, that he had a chance.
Nice.
Oh, lovely from Modric to Bale. Bale gets away from the first chance, cuts it back with Bale. And Graham is lucky to see a yellow card and all.
An elbow there from Gareth Bale.
There is whistling of time. 3 minutes had been added, but the referees insisted it should only be times. Benzema putting in a fine first half performance. Gareth Bale looking
Sharpness. He'll have understood that patience was probably something that's needed. And I find this a little evening games, the crowd gets noisier. It's odd because everybody can point to their salaries and say, well, the guy, he's displaced. Thibaut Courtois. It's nice. Modric is wet his hair. That's exactly what you were exhorting, which is far more pace and electricity in the reigning European champions.
into the space for Marcelo. Applause for that one. Marcelo's cross finds Modric. Modric with the return ball. Isco.
He's going to find the ball, get Modric, and he knows that's what's coming back.
Wesley Hurts for another corner.
That's out of control. Some referees will book you.
And I think Fran Escribá feels the same. Still Kroos picks up Marcelo. Marcelo's cross. Reception there by Blaise Mendez. Good ball too to Buffal. It's 3 against 2 if they can. Nursery ground stuff.
It's awful in execution. It's awful in any kind of.
Escribá will be fuming at that one. You come to the Bernabeu, you get a chance on the break. Ben's beat him before returning to Celta. Kroos with the corner. It's headed clear again. It falls to Modric. In the defence, whether or not, but from Luka Modric, was unable to stop.
And Ruben's going to claim he can't see it. That's what the defender surrounded the referee to say. Point is that both Ramos and Varane are interfering with play.
Anticipation with all the players surrounding that technical area, trying to see if they can get a view as well. That shot from Modric. Let's see what the referee says.
Well, not given.
Ground that can help tilt this game, and I hope that the Frenchman realises that.
Foul for Celta. Tries to. Bruno, any sign of any movement on either of the benches? From Buffal.
He's got a lot of compensation to make up to his team.
Madrid as Asensio powers his way through. Still Asensio finds Benzema. Benzema better than their rivals on the kick. 1-0. No question of this one standing.
Looking over his shoulder, losing sight of what Benzema's going to do. Is releases the ball to Benzema, who's patently onside. Now Araujo needs to only a split second to make the right decision.
About Zinedine Zidane was that he didn't give him enough opportunities. This is Madrid. This is what happens. I worked hard in training, but even when there were injuries,
the short term with Ceballos, and he's done that.
There's a first touch for Ceballos. Marcelo.
Only one start for Yul Sager this term.
Marcelo's
being able to run into the central position.
Still Bale. Bale gets onto his right foot. Still Bale. Sisto just about finds Schulsager. Sisto with a cross. 8 for Toni Kroos. This one he played short to Marcelo. Marcelo returns it to the German. He plays attendance 65,000. That's a little bit disappointing. Gareth Bale. Benzema.
4.5 minutes. Suggested that the screw was about to be tightened unless Celta do something. Kroos was retained there.
Here's Marcelo. Oh, lovely ball to Bale! Rebound goes into the back of the net. Gareth Bale's been trying all after.
In the final third, this is the position that Bale wants to be getting into all the time.
Being disallowed, it's Real Madrid 2, Celta 0.
They also say that the sign of an advanced society is that pardon and rehabilitation fell out towards the end of Zidane's season last season.
For Celta here is Valverde, paces forward, plays it wide to Asensio. Asensio fancies
Studs again, it's consistently the feet slipping.
for certain of these players, and he's still been in charge.
I agree with all of those things, but
Between the sticks, and now a chance for Mariano to come on. It's almost as though
Bale clipping it off Ruben's right-hand post.
the Santiago Bernabeu in terms of the season.
Long time, the best of Marcelo we've seen for many months, indeed since last season. Bale
Celta Vigo 0.